We're here with Fulbright winner Lydia Narum. She's a member of the Salisbury women's soccer team. Lydia, what does it mean to you to win a Fulbright scholarship?
For me, I've always had a dream of going abroad and like studying abroad or living abroad for a short period of time. And to have found an opportunity to, because it's Fulbrights are very hard to get. So when I started this whole process, it was a dream. And to have found out that I'm actually going to get to like live abroad for 10 months and fulfill something that I've always wanted to do since I was very little, I'm just very like blessed and excited.
So, what are you going to do with your Fulbright scholarship?
So I received an ETA scholarship. So I got stationed. So basically, how it works is you pick a country and you pick your country off of what the country, they each have a different candidate profile. And you have to see, well, where do you want to go and do you fit the candidate profile? And so Slovakia's like candidate profile, like their teaching like outline basically is the study of biology, research, English, and sport. And I'm a biology major with an English and athletic coaching minors, and I played soccer at Salisbury. And so the country's beautiful, their landscape and everything. I love nature and I love being outside. So I fell in love with like Slovakia and applied there, and they stationed me at a sports school. So when I like looked into the school, I will be working with like the school trains professional athletes and Olympians.
Okay.
So I will be teaching English to athletes over there, which I'm super excited about.
Is this going to be the first time you've ever been outside of the country?
No, so my junior year of high school, I went on a missions trip to Panama for a month. So I slept in a hammock the entire time. So that was very rugged, but I loved it. And then I went to China for a month, for like 2 weeks to visit my sister who lived there for a year. And then the soccer team went to Germany and the Netherlands.
Okay. So, what was the application process like when you were applying for the Fulbright?
Very long. So the application itself doesn't seem that long. There's information you have to fill out online. Everything's word count based. So you might have like 50 word requirement, and it's asking you what do you want to like, why this country, what do you want to do upon return to the US, like small questions like that. And you have like 3 of those to answer. You have to enter like where you've worked, the like achievements you've won, all those little things. And so it's kind of just, it's not that long. And then you attach 2 single spaced, like 1 sheet papers basically.
Right.
And all of that, like one is a grant purpose and the other is like why you want to go to like Slovakia basically. And the other one's your personal statement. And you type those papers so many times. I don't know how many drafts I had, but the application isn't like that long. When you think about 1 page and you have to explain why that, like so many things within such a few number of words, you rewrite the same sentence over and over and over so that it can encompass everything you really want to share.
Did you get any help with kind of drafting your application?
There's a SNFCO, Student National Fellowship community organization that Salisbury offers. So when I decided to apply for Fulbright, I joined like the fellowship house. And so Dr. Kristen Walton and Dr. Sally Perez are the 2 people, like main people in charge of that. And they are tremendous. They know what they're talking about. They know Fulbright. They know there's so many fellowship opportunities that I feel like students don't know about. And I got connected to them through my biology SI. And so I didn't know what Fulbright was until junior year. And then she was like, she had won one. She's in Germany right now. And so she won a Fulbright. She was like, you would totally like fit, like you're perfect for it. You should apply. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So then she connected me with Dr. Walton, who has helped every single step of the way. And she has, like, they don't let you submit anything. unless they have edited it and seen it, because it is such a hard scholarship to get that their experience and they know like what they're looking for and they know how to help you. So when you work on this, like when you work on your papers, you might think, oh, this thing in my life is super important. And like Dr. Walton and Dr. Perez, they want to go, okay, well, keep telling me about yourself, because there might be something else that you've experienced that you don't even remember right now. So it's like, go write, go work on this, come back, talk to me, you have a conversation. And she's like, you tell her something new about yourself, and she's like, why didn't you write that in your paper? And she's like, go at it.
That's pretty cool. So, what you said you're going to spend 10 months in Slovakia. Any plans for once you're back in America or after graduation?
So right now, my future goals are to become a genetic counselor. And so I recently just got a job at GeneDx. So the Fulbright got postponed to January. So right now, GeneDx is a genetic counseling, and I got my foot in the door, which is I'm very thankful for. And so right now I'm helping process COVID samples, actually, which is very cool. I'm we receive the samples, and right now I'm helping entering all the data, and then the samples get sent out for their results. So that company I'm hoping to come back and try to be a genetic counselor assistant, because I want to go get my master's, but you have to have experience in the field before applying. So overall goal to become a genetic counselor.
Getting this very competitive, very nationally renowned scholarship. You're scholar athlete. You've made the all academic teams in the CAC. How have you juggled being a student athlete along with your regular schoolwork?
By sleepless nights. I don't sleep much because school and everything takes a lot of time. I'm very organized, and I work I prepare ahead of time. So going into the fall, I had a 19 credit workload. I knew I was having soccer, and I knew I was having Fulbright application, and so I reached out to teachers and knew what to do for my classes to prepare ahead of time. And I was in fiction writing course, and I spent my entire summer writing 10 to 20 page fiction papers, knowing that as soon as the fall came, then I'd be ready for one of my classes. So it's just I've made sure to stay ahead so that when I need extra time, I can then manage my time and focus on the other things that I have to do.
What advice could you give to a student that is looking to come to Salisbury, and how important is it to manage your time wisely, as the rigors of being a student athlete here, as well as being a strong student in the classroom as well?
I would say it's very important to talk to your teachers, email them beforehand, go up, introduce yourself on the first day, share who you are. If your teachers know you, they'll be willing to help you out. I have a learning disability. I'm dyslexic. So the fact that I'm where I am now, coming in freshman year, I thought I was going to have to change my major because biology's hard. And I was like, I'm struggling now, and there's so many harder classes I have in my future. How am I going to be able to do it? And I took it class by class, and you don't think ahead, because college prepares you, and there's a reason that one course follows the next, because you learn along the way. And if you think about all that you have to do before even taking the baby steps, you get so stressed out. And so I've learned take it, meet your teachers, talk to them. They will help you pass that class, and you will be prepared for the next one. And that has been the biggest thing that I've learned, to just take it semester by semester, and with communications and communications with your faculty, your friends, working with people and doing it little by little, you can do it. And then you'll graduate, and you're like, where'd the time go?
I think that's everybody's feeling on graduation. But you just brought up you're dyslexic. Were there any resources and services that SU provided that helped you kind of stay on track and reach your academic goals?
The Student Disability Center is amazing. They will help you. They're available anytime. They just want you to succeed. They've been like very supportive in helping me get the accommodations I need. The main one that I use is the double time for like my tests, my quizzes, and everything like that. Your teachers even work with Corona and everything going online. My teachers have been very helpful with communicating with them to make sure that I still get the resources I need to be able to be successful. And it's not easy. It requires, you have to be willing to know that you have to work harder, and you have to work harder to have a better communication, because that's what will help you be successful. But Salisbury, the faculty, the staff, everyone has been amazing. I'm so thankful I came here. I did not know, obviously, when you pick a school, for me, it was like, okay, I want to play soccer. And I got blessed to have come to a school where the faculty and the staff have been amazing.
Let's switch gears a little bit. The soccer team, the women's soccer team has gotten so much tremendous progress in the past couple years, especially this past fall, where you guys were ranked in the region. You guys had a 13-game unbeaten streak. You guys were a top seed in the CAC tournament. What was some of the keys in that turnaround you guys had going into the 2019 season?
I think it was just like, my class, we had 11 seniors. From freshman year till senior year, all of us were willing, normally people don't stay that long. It's very unnormal to get a class to stay that long, and I feel like senior year we went in with the mentality that we wanted the team to be a family. There had been so many past seasons where the team hadn't been unified and connected, and we knew if you're connected and you're friends with your team and you care about each other, then you're going to have each other's backs, and you work well and you play well together when you love your teammates. And so we wanted the freshmen to feel welcomed. We wanted the sophomores, the juniors, everyone to know that we supported them and we were there for them and that we were a team. And the years before, not everyone always felt as welcomed, and not everyone always felt as included. And there was more rivalry between grades and playing and your starting status and things like that. And this past year, as you can tell, we had freshmen start, we had sophomores, we had juniors. It was all very mixed, and it was all talent and hard work and everything, and no one judged or was mean to another person because they started or played. And I believe that our team, just team atmosphere, from whether you're supporting from the bench or whether you're supporting on the field, led us to where we were and where we got, because we supported each other along the way.
Was there a point in the season where you saw that, wow, we have a really good team right now. We can do well in conference play and also, do well in the CAC tournament? Was there a key in the season that you guys kind of saw that writing on the wall and turned it up a notch?
Seeing you when we beat them 5-2. That was such a great game. So happy I scored. That was because we'd beaten the other teams, but in the past we'd beaten the other teams before, because we've always been second or third. We've always been a very good team, but when it comes near the end is when we fall short, and we rose to that game. And as soon as we got the first goal, the ball hit the net for the first time, and we celebrated, and then it happened again, and then it happened again. We were like, what? What just happened? And even though, after that third goal, when they got a goal in, the fact that we came back and scored right again, it was no, we're still here. So it was just that will forever be one of my favorite games, just knowing, no, we didn't end up with the CAC win, which obviously was our goal, and we were hoping that we would be able to do it this year, but knowing that on our home field, we defended our title against a team that has always been such a good competition, was such a great feeling.
Maybe one of the highlights of the year was a goal you scored in the York game from about 35 yards out. What was going through your mind when you kicked the ball and just kind of sailed over the goalkeeper's head and into the back of the net?
Everyone was yelling pass. And I turned, and I knew no one was on me, and I have a very long kick. I used to be a defender, so I know I have a very long kick, and everyone was yelling, pass, pass, and we hadn't shot the ball at all, and I was just, in my head, I was like, I'm just gonna shoot it. Worst things, it just misses. So I shot it, and then it went in, and I was like...
That's pretty sweet. So You talked about shifting from being a defender going up into the midfield attacking area. Was there like a different mentality you had to take from being on a backline player to now going into being a more of attacking player?
My switch, I've always been known as the utility player, basically. From freshman year, I got committed as a defender. Then freshman year, I moved to forward. And then the second part of freshman year, I moved back to defense. And then sophomore year, they wanted me back up top, so I was back up top. Junior year, I think I was still more up top and then somewhat in the middle area, like outside mid area. And then this last year, because we changed our formation, I was outside, so I went from the defense to the offense, to the defense to the offense. Mentality, like, you just have to be very, like, know where you are, because the passes and the moves you make from the defense to the forward are very different. And I've always kind of like, even before college, I've been that utility player. So thankfully, for my sake, with all the transitions, I was mentally able to like adjust. But it was, before games, I'd be like, I don't know where I'll go.
If there was a message or a piece of advice you can give maybe some of the younger players or somebody looking at Salisbury, what would it be?
My main takeaway is, like, don't rush the 4 years and enjoy the process. You never know. When you're a freshman and you are struggling in a class, working hard, like, even if you think you might fail that class, taking it again, like, don't give up. Because I was so close freshman year to thinking I'm going to switch my major. I'm not smart enough. It's going to be too hard. There's no way I can fulfill it. I was thinking, oh, will I even graduate in 4 years? Will I be able to do, like, everything that I've hoped? Take it little by little. Don't think 4 years in advance. Think what you need to accomplish at the moment and enjoy it, because it does go by fast. And 4 years later, I'm graduating with the degree I wanted, and I won a Fulbright as well. So, and I got to play 4 years of soccer and enjoy every second of it. When you think so far in advance, it doesn't help you enjoy the moment. And so that'd be I know it's kind of cliche because you
fine.
think, but it's along the lines of, like, when you're willing to just work hard and focus on the little things and just enjoy them as they go, you'll be able to look back on the 4 years and be like, wow, I did a lot. And I have so much ahead of me, and never would have, in a million years, would I have dreamed of or have known this is where my life would be going.